What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to this Town Hall 10 Triples episode. These attacks are amazing. Some of the best 3-star strategies Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 on display for you to try and learn from. These were from our CWL matchup week 4 against Cold September. Such an exciting war. If you missed the Town Hall 9 attacks, I'll link it in the top of this video. And if you are interested in joining Elite Nation and Elite Gaming, I'll pop some information in the description where you can get in touch with us via line. So let's dive straight into these attacks then. Kicking off against number 15, watch the precision on this attack, and all of these attacks for that matter. They're so customized. So starting out, we have a minion and a wizard down in the south here just to snipe off a couple of these buildings, also help with funneling. You'll also see the baby dragon just up to the north there as well, and the golem attracting some of the fire from the very west. Once that funnel is created, we're wall breakering in and bringing the heroes in, and you can see we're aiming for the air defense and the Inferno Tower. We'll also get the CC pull from this, and just going to set up our kill squad right for the start of this attack. You can see the jump spell creating access for so many different compartments. So the Inferno Tower is just about to go down. One air defense is already down. The king has rushed the compartment on the northwest hand side, and that's very helpful in terms of balloon pathing because we've carved such a gap in the base here. You can see we have a semicircle around the outside where we know exactly the balloons will go. So the queen is going to take out a couple more of these buildings. The enemy queen isn't quite down, but we did get the CC down, coming in with the lava hounds from the very north, and then the balloons slowly moving forward. We're really trying to save the spells to get to that Inferno Tower. So a haste spell comes right in to push the balloons on top of it, and we're already starting to bring some balloons in from the east. Now what that's going to do is take down a few of the defenses so that the balloons don't have to then move towards the outside of the base. They can literally move straight across, get away from that enemy archer queen with the use of the haste spell. The lava pups take that down, and then with the final few defenses falling, there's nothing which is going to stop this raid from being a 3-star. We have so many balloons left over, even brought in a balloon to the builder's hut to the south and a minion to the one in the east, just to help with cleanup. And really it was just such a nice attack to bring the kill squad right the way in and create that semicircle around the base where the balloons could nice and easily be controlled to get that 3-star. So very impressive Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10. We'll move on to the next one, which is going to be Dragons. So again, quite a customized attack, really takes advantage of the initial kill squads to then set up the dragon attack. So you can see on this one, this is a base designed to try and defend against a LavaLoon. We have all 4 air defense in a line, and then the wizard towers over the opposite end of the base on the other side of the Inferno Towers, and that's to try and make sure that the lava hounds can't tank for the balloons, and then we have them wizard towers to try and take them down with that splash damage. So initially we had a couple of balloons and a haste spell to take out that archer tower and bomb tower. Now that's going to allow some sniping in that area and also to control the dragons through the base. But what he's doing first is attacking these 4 air defense head on. So we had a few balloons in from the west. Unfortunately they didn't get that air defense, just the 2 archer towers, but it's not going to matter. He has the king coming in from the very south, failed on the wall breakers, but he's going to bring the queen in from that area anyway. Shifting back to the air defense on the west, he has the clan castle bowlers and a rage spell to take them 2 out. Now check out that epic bowler which takes out the air defense and then for some reason runs back out of the base. Now the king and queen have taken out that 4th air defense, and he's already bringing the troops in from the east. So a couple of minions are able to snipe off some of these trash buildings, and that is exactly why he brought in them balloons for the archer tower. It means that the dragons coming in from the southeast side can move straight through the base in a linear fashion. You can see they'll literally move through the wizard towers and not get drawn out to the buildings on the side. You need them to hit them defenses as soon as possible. And with the air defense down, there's really not a lot of other defenses that can do a lot of damage to them, especially if you can control them right the way through. You can see the defenses are so packed in this area. A heal spell, rage spell, spell pushes them right the way through, and they're literally all within that spell. So massive amounts of value. Notice how he kept onto the rage spell to help them through that Inferno Tower. He'd already used the heal spell just earlier to boost the dragons up to full health before they encountered the Inferno Tower, and the rage spell helped to push them through it as soon as possible. Then as soon as that final Archer Tower is down, there's nothing else which can take out the dragons. If we zoom out, you can see they don't even have to fly around the map for cleanup. As long as you've planned the raid effectively and brought the dragons through, which is what you need to do to control them, then they shouldn't have to fly back over in order to take off a building they've missed, and that's where you can run out of time, because the dragons are a little bit slow, remember, so you have to get that planned correctly. Such an amazing attack there. We'll move on to the next one, which is again dragons, and slightly different base design, again trying to defend the LavaLoon attack. You can see all 4 air defense pushed right to the edge of the base, so again you can sit the Lava Hounds on them, but then as soon as they're down, the Lava Hounds will move across the entire other side of the base and not be protecting the loons. Starting out with a couple of bowlers, and I really like using the bowlers in this manner, just using one for each building, and they're getting so much value in terms of sniping off the building behind it as well. You can see 2 bowlers in this area get the air defense and a couple of trash buildings out of the way as well. Very unfortunate not to get the air defense in the northeast with the bowler, but we did get the one in the southeast, and there's another example there of just how much value you can get. You can see the bowler hitting the town hall, and the boulder is going to take out that wizard tower behind it. We're then going to have to take out this air defense up the top here, so a haste spell and a couple of balloons just don't get it down, but we have that earthquake spell just in case, because we need all of these air defense down. Very nicely just moving around the base here, you can see just the level of planning that's involved in order to set up this raid. The heroes can take out this air defense down in the southwest. But we're not messing around, the dragons are coming in. They are a little bit slow, so you need to factor in time. They're coming in already because we know the queen is going to take down that air defense, and if we check out the range, watch the queen ability here. So just as the dragons start getting in range of it, we know the queen's going to be fine, but we need that air defense down quickly to help save the dragons, so the ability is popped to get that air defense down. Similar to the previous raid, all of the dragons are being controlled right through the centre of the base to hit them defences as soon as possible. Now, despite the obvious advantages of getting the defences down, what it also means is that you can really utilise them spells effectively. The rage spells incorporated most of the dragons, also had the heal spell to boost them up right in the centre there before they hit that Inferno Tower. They did get caught on the Lava Hound and came down to the south here, but there's not a lot of defences left at that point. It actually works out quite nice because it brings the dragons back together to really use that last heal spell, boost them up before they encounter the Expo and the Tesla, and then there's only really the Archer Tower left in the corner. Again, thinking about the timing on the dragons and really making sure that you hit everything within that 3 minutes. As we zoom out, the dragons have been controlled through the base. They're not going to have to go back over to take out any buildings because we planned and actually funneled the dragons through that centre. There's no buildings over the opposite side of the base that they have to go back and get. So such an amazing attack by Sharknado. Let's move on to the final Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 Triple from this war. And this one is moving back to the LavaLoon style attack. Now you'll see again that the base layout is actually to try and defend against this strategy, but we're going to take that design, flip it on its head and use it as an advantage. So starting out with the heroes in the south, them 2 giants for tanking the king and queen were absolutely perfect. Just watch what they do. The queen is going to come in, get that air defense and also take the Inferno Tower just in the nick of time. Them giants worked out perfectly. And I think we can all learn from that. Just think about what you're trying to get with your objectives. Maybe a scout attack even tells you that you need some extra tankage there to get what you want. Moving back to the raid, the Inferno Tower goes down and we're bringing the Lava Hounds in towards the air defense on the west. Now we're bringing the balloons in surgically to them defenses on the outside where they are actually being tanked for, and we're going to use haste spells to help get them down quickly. Now we have to remember that the Lava Hounds are going to move across and not tank for any of these defenses in the middle. So as the balloons move into that area, check this out, we have a rage spell, a heal spell, a freeze spell. So because we know there's so much damage there and the lava hounds aren't going to be in that area, we really use the spells right in the middle to take them defenses down and counter for the fact that the lava hounds aren't going to be tanking for the balloons. It's just a case of using the haste spells on the outside to snipe off them defenses where the lava hounds do tank for the balloons. Now the balloons do fall. Ultimately there's a lot of defenses and damage in the middle there, but what it leaves is only a few left standing and balloons coming in from each and every angle because we've brought them in surgically on the outside, and it means that the wizard tower that was left standing wasn't able to do any splash damage. We take them down and there's plenty of troops left for cleanup in order to wrap up another Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 Triple. Very impressive stuff. Make sure to drop me a comment down below with your favourite raid out of these four. Man, I love the dragons, so I have to say it's one of the dragon attacks, but all very impressive, so customised, such level of planning involved in this. Make sure to drop me a comment, hashtag Town Hall 10 Triples if you made it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe for more Clash of Clans. I've been your host Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.